Can I be completely honest? Because I just chose clay because I haven't touched clay in like 12 years, but I think you guys may have overestimated my abilities. Oh, I'm gonna figure it out. But just so you know, I don't even know what that means. Hi, my name is Jenna Ortega, and today I'm going to attempt a self-portrait with clay. Who is this middleman? Who is it? Yeah, what does he do? This is my guy.
Here we go.
I had to have been 6 or 7. My parents weren't home. They were doing either at work or back to school night or something, so my older sister was watching me. And she was watching the movie Man on Fire with Mark Anthony and Dakota Fanning and Denzel Washington. And I saw young Dakota in that movie. Her performance made me so emotional, and I felt so invested in her character and her story and what happened that it made me want to do that. When my parents came home, I told them, I said, you know that movie Man on Fire? And they said, why were you watching Man on Fire? And I said, I'm gonna be the Puerto Rican version of Dakota Fanning. And then they laughed, and then we all went to bed and forgot about it, or at least they did, and then I just kind of harassed them for years and years until they let me do it. Well, I used to say that I wanted to be a nurse. I have siblings who are entering the medical field. My mom was an ER nurse all her life. I need something to be obsessed with. I would love to be an investigative journalist where you just kind of delve into what's going on in the world and being able to inform people. It's a job that never gets boring, kind of like what I do now. That, or maybe a historian of some sort. A show that I do right now, I have to play the cello, and I don't play the cello, and I want it to look real so that cellists don't look at it and call me mean names. My teacher told me that as long as I looked confident in my movements and I was strong and stoic and, you know, fully embodied the character, that it would be fine. And she told me that I just needed to approach everything I do in life with the confidence. I just feel like a lot of things are sound bites now. People's attention span I feel like is rapidly decreasing, and I don't know if that's just because scrolling and TikTok, I think that's what we all say and that's kind of what we assume. But I think a lot of times when you do an interview now, people are just waiting for that one bite or the one headline, and the things that they ask you to touch upon are often trends and viral clips and moments and things that, yeah, sure, it's fun to acknowledge and appreciate and talk about, but I feel like the internet doesn't know when to quit it. Don't even read a full interview anymore. They read a tweet of something that somebody said that probably is misworded, and then it's that. I don't know, it's just very hostile. It's a new time. But it almost was from a different perspective. It almost didn't feel like mine, so it felt like I was meeting someone again. And I think that that's wonderful as well, to have documentation of how you're changing and growing as a person. It's the first time I've actually really looked back at my writing and been grateful and appreciative towards myself for taking the time and making that a priority. It's very easy for me to become very pessimistic and in my head and negative about things. And I've kind of seen my language become more constructive rather than harmful. I don't think I would have picked up on that or been able to appreciate that had I not had that written down and documented. Oh, I forgot that I could use this. With the character that I do or the jobs that I play, everything is very dark and horror, comedy, and I think that oftentimes people think that's what I'm like. And don't get me wrong, I love dark humor. I love the jobs that I work on. They're so much fun and entertaining for me. But I think people would probably be surprised to know that I'm a little bit, I don't want to do an interview and go, I'm silly or anything like that. I don't know what makes me unique. I think that's kind of somebody else's job. No, it's not. I guess you kind of have to figure that out for yourself. Just took my nail off. Don't look. I've got my Wednesday nails on under here. I think we're just gonna set this to the side and not worry about it. I appreciate how curious I am. I do think I ask a lot of questions. I'm very, very analytical about things, and I feel like I'm more interested in observing and taking in and being aware of what's going on around me. Sorry, this man, he's dying on me. Reading books that are around my job that I'm doing right now. I brought Frankenstein, I brought Dracula, I brought all of the darker books that I have. I have like A Clockwork Orange that I'm currently reading, a music reviewer named Mark Fisher. I love to run, and I used to love to run while I was younger. I get to I get to put all my energy towards that, or have some sort of endorphin release based off of that, which is incredible and amazing and really exciting. I want to wrap this guy up. I can give him nice little pants and bows and things. Did I say that I can't multitask? Because I can't. I think you're cooler if you're weird. I think it's probably better to exercise any sort of self-expression whenever you can, even if that means walking down the street, and if you want to walk in a zigzag, walk in a zigzag. We're creatures of habit and routine, and if you're able to break that and remind yourself that you have free will and can do whatever you want, I think that that's really beneficial. It tells you otherwise, and I think that that's so lame. And if we all look the same and sound the same, then we're screwed. My friend told me to make a bowl, and I should have, but now we have this guy. I think he has a story, I think he has a background. I think he's a survivor.
She's my idol.
I think he's a great role model for young people today, because with any sort of belief in yourself or any sort of ambition or drive, despite your hardships, you could end up in a 45-minute long self-portrait vanity fair.